What do you guys think of the new iPhone?
I don't know. Apparently, the stock isn't reacting well.
Well, no, it's good because what you really want with the new iPhone is the gold color. That's very important.
Well, isn't that the lower level one?
No, that's the higher level one.
Yeah.
What's the lower level one?
Gold trim.
Same level.
Stock is down $21.45 in pre-market.
Because the guy's a fucking twat.
Here comes the pre.
The guy running is a twat.
Tim Cook.
He's a twat.
Have you met him?
I don't need to. I've watched what happened with the stock. He's a dumb fuck.
I don't know what they're supposed to do as a company, though, at this point.
Stop making lateral
a hell of a
shit
run.
movements. No, I know. And you can't keep it
They've
up
run out
forever.
of shit, I think.
But they're fucking, they got so fucking greedy with nickel and diming and cocksucking us. Oh. We're going to put a flash. Here's 1 megapixel. Really, douches? That's the upgrade? Like, they fucking took slowly rolling out your shit, which was smart business.
Yeah.
And they got so fucking
greedy, right?
with it and so fucking cunty and possessive that everybody else rushed along. And now nothing about the iPhone seems that special.
There's nothing exciting with this
There's nothing
announcement.
exciting about the. No one gives a fuck.
But there was nothing exciting about the 4S announcement either.
Probably right.
2 years ago.
What kind of camera on the new one? Because it's all
better.
about the cameras now.
It's a better
on these
camera.
phones.
They improved the camera.
Everyone wants a
significantly.
really
magical.
good camera on their phone because they finally have made the switch where you're not walking around with a dumb camera.
They added magic to it and pixie dust.
Oh,
Like they could have done that last time though. So now that they're
Then what would they do this time?
exactly. Thank you.
No, but
How
I'm
about
saying
giving us
if
something
they
that-
give you the
but that's
best,
how businesses survive. I don't
Yeah.
like it, but that's what they have
Give
to
us-
do.
if they give you the absolute best camera this year, and then they come to you next year and say we don't have anything for you,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Well, then they
then
have
you're
to-
going to be like, oh, why didn't they come out
well,
with a new
then they
iPhone?
have. But again, don't cut up an apple into 20 pieces and tell me I'm getting 20 fucking apples.
apple.
I shouldn't use that fruit. But that's why the stock is fucking shitting.
But technology gets better every year, and they put-
cheaper.
and
Says you.
cheaper.
Yes,
and they
it
put
does.
The problem, or Apple's problem, is giving you better quality items and never raising the price.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
in
they
order-
can't give you. They probably cannot give you the absolute best thing that you want right now without saying, by the way, it's going to cost you an extra $100.
Of course they can. I mean,
No,
they
they
could do
can't.
better.
That's why-
You don't
that-
think they could have put a flash on the fucking first iPhone?
I'm not talking about the first iPhone.
But I am. I'm saying that's how they've done this. They've done this since that. And when there was no option, the flash coming was, wow, here comes the flash. But they're playing it the same way. And now each jump up, you're like, who gives a fuck? So instead of obsessing over the iPhone, I'm thinking about stock price, not the iPhone. Fucking, how about you go into the fucking Apple TV or all this other shit that we've been hearing about that they're not doing?
Well, they are. I mean,
yeah, they are doing it. They're working
doing
on
it.
There's
but-
no excitement.
There's no
They're-
excitement.
They're
working
not
on it, but-
conjuring up excitement like they used to.
Yeah, but what else can you do with a phone?
Look,
Like, of course, there's not going to be any more
we're
excitement
not
8 years later.
We're not the
or whatever.
fucking innovators
Right.
for their
Maybe
phone.
not the
Right.
phone, but something
So
else.
so I can't say what they should do, but they should do something.
But do you really want them to
that's
release
exciting.
something that's not ready?
Yes.
So how about instead of fucking obsessing over these little dumb details on the phone and how do we jack off customers to add fucking nothing? How about they work on that shit and it would be
I'm
ready.
pretty sure they
They
have
are.
different divisions working on different things. I don't think the iPhone division is working on the Apple TV.
That's what
Maybe
makes-
not,
that's
but the
what makes it-
priorities of the company do go into it.
Yeah, but that's what makes Apple different than these other technology companies that you don't usually. I mean, aside from a few
Fucking
exceptions,
Apple fanboys.
you don't.
Both of you.
I'm just thinking.
I love
logically.
Apple, but
But you don't hear Apple putting something out and then a whole bunch of people complaining about it. When you hear about it,
Yeah.
the first time you officially hear about it, it works.
I wanted a bigger screen.
Yeah,
I
They're working
wanted
on bigger screens.
a
for the
Samsung type
six.
screen.
They never.
but why?
Yeah,
but
but they-
Samsung already has the
Yeah,
big.
so, exactly.
So why are they
don't
working
why
on
are they
it?
working
Because then
on
you're going
it?
to complain that they change the phone every year and you can't keep up.
No.
This phone.
No.
I'm not saying you personally.
And contracts are for 2 years.
Yeah, contracts are 2 years.
I've had this
It's
phone
not
for
a
over a
wise,
year with the
It's
big
not a
phone.
wise decision
A big screen.
to change the phone dramatically year
big
after
screen.
year because most contracts go for 2 years. So people that have the 5, most people, not like you guys that
Can afford to buy.
can
right,
afford to
yeah,
buy
I
a new phone every
understand.
year. Most people only buy a phone every 2 years. So you don't want something magically and amazing happening every year because
If what you're saying is correct, and then you are making sense, why would there? I understand stock changes, but they went down to a 400. They almost lost 50% of their stock price, like from 7 something, which is probably overpriced, to 4. Like they lost. I bought it at 390 like a dummy. Like I could have bought it at fucking 100. And then they literally, this cunt almost knocked it from 7-something back down to what I bought it at.
I think there's a big difference. Like, he's not Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs was good. You're right about that, because Steve Jobs
stock would have went down with Steve Jobs.
Sure,
as well.
it might have
maybe
went
not
down.
to this
Not to this
level.
level.
Maybe not to this level, but because everyone caught up.
But
finally.
Steve Jobs was good at presenting something that wasn't that big of a difference and making it seem like it was magic.
But not big enough a difference to make it. This is they caught up,
Big
and I
screen.
understand that's going to happen. You can't keep reinventing the. I'm not saying that they should be fucking having a phone, and they're working on like the fingerprint thing, which I think is kind of cool. But I think that they fucking got so cocky and so arrogant as a company. And that's what fucked them the first time, by the way. The reason Windows is in 80% of the world's computers is because Apple was fucking arrogant and wouldn't want their fucking, they don't want their shit working with anybody else. They wouldn't give
everything
licensing or whatever.
proprietary, yeah.
And you know what happened? Windows went, fuck you, and they're in 80% of the world's computers. So that same fucking arrogance is what they're doing with this.
All right,
and I love Apple.
Then
I love them.
Move on to another company.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because again, I still
I love
do
my
love,
Samsung.
I love
Because they make
products.
the best products. Yeah.
Fanboy.
And
I don't know.
the
People are saying the Windows Phone blows away the Apple phone.
Well, yeah, because it's new.
of course you're gonna talk to people who.
But again, that arrogance,
buy
that
that.
loss, they should have had, Windows
right, hold
never
on.
should have had the opportunity to do what they did.
Well, here's the thing: you're dealing with operating systems, and Apple has one phone. Windows phones and Android phones have hundreds and hundreds of phones. So of course, there's always going to be, a new Android phone that comes out, next month, where Apple updates once a year. And Android and Windows are operating systems that can be on any phone you want.
Nice.
So it's really an unfair comparison to be like
that.
oh well, this phone is better than the iPhone. Well, of course it is, because
Samsung
they can put out
Galaxy.
phones.
Well, then
all the
Apple
time.
should account for
still
that.
on the S2.
Then Apple should account for that and stop
Don't even
fucking
need the S4.
adding gold rim.
S.
Like that's or adding
What do you
a
want them to
quarter
do?
inch.
Put out a new phone every month?
Why'd they make? Okay, when they made the screen bigger, why did they make it fucking this length instead of making it
So
the
you
size
can
of
hold it with one hand.
I can hold my hand.
Yeah.
My hand.
Yeah.
I can hold my phone.
We got
one
little
hand.
baby
If
hands.
they're going to do that eventually, why'd they do this first?
When they released that, their reasoning was we wanted you to be able to touch the entire screen with your thumb.
But they're not going to want that when they release that size?
I don't know. I don't know
Or-
if they're going to release a 6-inch phone. I know that they're working on one, and I know that there's
better.
6-inch phones that are out in the wild, like being tested.
So they could have released it, but they just wanted to stick you with this first.
They could have, but they're like I said, there's always an incremental update between new phones. There's the 5 and there's the 5S.
Most people are not buying a new phone every year.
Yeah. Like, why would you put out something incredible every year when most people are on 2-year contracts?
Because they wanted to fucking eke it out. They want to eke out every single. And again, maybe I would do the same thing, but the stock price proves that that was not the right way to do it.
you
Because
also-
something they miscalculated. I mean, if Jobs dying hurt, but they miscalculated something.
Down $22 today.
They
Before
miscalculated.
the market even opens.
We
We got to
gotta-
watch that thing plummet.
They fucking miscalculated. And it's the same thing that hurt them years ago. That's what's driving me crazy. Is
I'm
the
not
history.
disagreeing. I'm not
Who's
disagreeing.
miscalculate?
With that. My only point is that I think there's a reason for everything that they do, and that's why when the iPad is the absolute best tablet on the market for the price.
And the same thing that hurt them is the same thing that helped them. I mean, the reason their stock is so high and the iPhone was so successful is because they were the only ones that could do it.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, you could say it hurt them. You could also say it helped them.
Don't forget the deal with China, people.
And what's up with China?
They do a big deal with China.
They got a
Because their
huge-
shit's being pirated over there so badly.
They got a huge deal coming down the pipe with China. Watch out. Let's go to an expert. He's one of the 1,000 people that work in an Apple store. His name is Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
What's up, guys? Big fan.
Hi.
Long-time listener.
Thank you.
So, I've been working
Sorry.
at the Apple Store for 6 years. I've been working at the Apple Store for 6 years, and it's kind of like bittersweet because I agree with most of the shit you guys are saying. I mean, it's definitely a letdown a lot of times nowadays as it was, as opposed to 6 years ago. It was a lot more exciting. People actually gave a shit about the stuff we made and used. Now it's like, oh, I have money, I have an Apple product, and that's it. Nobody knows how to fucking use our products. They come in, and the only thing I'd say is the big difference between us and everybody else. Everyone hates us but the Genius Bar, man. Like, you can't go to a Windows Phone store and get something fixed without, having to pay $1 million
Send
or
it away.
spend it
Well,
in
that's
fucking
true.
India.
Terrific. Then fuck the Windows Phone. Believe me, I'm not a Windows Phone guy. You can Windows Phone, you can fucking, while you're talking on it, I hope you get hit by a fucking drunk driver.
Exactly.
And like the media builds it up too. Like everybody has these events that Apple has where they unveil new products, but the media makes it out. Apple, here it comes.
Yeah.
The reason the stock went down was because they thought they were going to announce the China deal.
The China deal?
Yes.
What's the China
And they
deal?
were very disappointed they didn't announce the China deal.
They've been eating on paper plates for a long time at Apple. Finally not going to have to.
And that's why the stock went down.
China. Oh, good.
Yeah, boo.
Apple's is a buying opportunity right now, people.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yep,
Because wait till they announce that China deal.
that's right. I miss stock
thanks,
market
guys.
Jimmy.
Boardroom
That
Jimmy?
became
What was
Boardroom
it
Jimmy
called?
was very
Boardroom Jimmy?
short-lived.
Boardroom
dude.
Jimmy.
Oh, it was Boardroom Jimmy.
He was
You're
very
right.
short-lived.
Yeah, he was.
He was
All
in
right,
the Lydia
Jordan,
era.
thank
Pretty
you.
angry.
Hey, thanks, guys. Take care.
That was terrific.
What yeah, that one. What are they working on with the TVs?
They've been working on Apple TV for a long time.
If they release a watch, I'm gonna fucking. What are you gonna do with that? Email send.
I know. It's the same
That
thing
is
you
a
could.
shit.
I can't wait to
You just-
replay
you
this.
just said that you want them to innovate, and then
Yeah, but not that. That's a fucking. Not a fucking Star Trek watch. What am I gonna type with my right hand?
I can't wait to replay this.
Right, you
it's
put it
going to be
next-
all about the watches another year.
You put it next to the iPad is
Maybe
useless.
2 years.
I made a mistake with the iPad.
I'm telling you, somehow we're all going to be wearing watches again. I'm
You
telling
think?
you. Yes.
Depends on what they
have
do
A
with it.
little Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
can't.
look, you didn't know that you needed an iPhone or an iPad until
Right.
they came out with it. So right now
the
you could say,
iPad
yeah, I
seemed
don't
like
need
the
an
dumbest
iWatch.
thing ever, and it rules.
I watch on
I
the
got a
toilet.
phone.
I'm
Now I
watching
can
The
live with that.
Sopranos, and I'm like, I have a fucking TV on the toilet.
It's a TV, yeah, for the shitter.
Wherever
I'm
you wanna
holding
go.
a flat little piece of paper TV on the toilet, and I'm fucking
Magic.
complaining.
It's magic.
And then I realize I'm shitting cum into the toilet. That's why I'm complaining.
And it keeps the kids from yapping.
Yeah.
But I think I can't see it, but I'm telling you, we're all going to be wearing watches.
Maybe
It
they'll have
seems
something we
so
miss.
weird,
I hope
but-
you're right.
Like I don't say I like right now.
it's
I'm
going
with,
that way.
I'm with Jim going like, why would I
Don't be
want
with me.
a Dick Tracy iWatch?
Right.
But you know, why would I have wanted an iPhone?
But is the
or an
screen going to
iPad
be? How is it?
It's going to be a little thing you can. So far, the ones that they have out, the prototypes, you can send and receive an email or hit a certain thing to pick up a phone. It's probably like a fucking Bluetooth watch.
It is a Bluetooth,
You answer
yeah.
it, boop. Hello, I'm talking into my wrist like I'm guarding a senator. Fucking dog shit. I'm back to fuck that watch in its ass. I'm telling you, that watch is going to stink.
Yeah.
Apple stock should be $1.90 after that watch comes out. Yo, look at the iWatch. You can swipe.
Don't forget about the China deal.
That
China
might
deal
be
is
great.
coming around.
But that's
Coming
not
around.
a technological.
A lot of
Oh,
people
yeah?
thought it was going to be announced.
Was not.
Nope. Yeah, that's right. Galaxy is the #1 phone for Android. I'm with a winner. You guys got to get with the winning team.
Galaxy is the #1 phone for Android, not the #1 phone.
It's the #1 phone.
Oh, my mistake.
I don't think so.
It
Yeah, I'm
really
pretty sure
is.
not. But
Patrick in Minnesota.
Yeah, there's two things I wanted to mention I think you're missing out on. So iOS 7 is like you use reliable hardware and you have a brand new customer experience. So it's really going to feel like a brand new phone on the same reliable hardware.
Shut up. Just shut up.
He's right.
shut
the
your
second-
stinking mouth.
It's a completely reinvented software.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Big fucking
Absolutely.
deal.
And no other phone can compete with the display and the shadows and the layering they're doing with the display. It's amazing.
With the new iPhone?
Yeah.
When do we get that?
It's iOS 7 released September 18th. The second piece is the A7
Day
chip
after
in the new
GTA
phone.
5.
The what?
Yeah. The A7 chipset in the new phone has the power of a desktop. It's the first phone with a 64-bit processor.
So I got to wear a
think about the
desktop on my
potential-
wrist or
shit.
something?
Zach, that's going to be so heavy, sir.
Oh, man.
I don't want a
My
phone that
pocket?
heavy. How am I going to plug my phone in as I'm walking around?
Right.
It's gonna be like the Ghostbusters proton packs. You
Yeah.
just gotta
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on and walk
Right on your
around.
back.
Yeah.
So what does it fit
Fuck
now?
is that possible?
Possible.
Right
So
now it's an A6
crazy.
price. But that's why it takes like time
Shut
to
up,
come out
Sam.
with a phone.
Stop piggybacking what he's saying. Now,
Exactly.
you didn't know that until he said it. You didn't
Yeah.
say anything about bit processors. Now he's saying
Now
it. and
you
You're
know
acting like
everything.
I
you're
knew it's
fucking
the first
Tim
64-bit
technology.
phone.
Yeah, I knew.
Exactly. Well, you didn't say that 10 minutes ago. He
We
had
both
to say it.
knew
I
it.
can only
We
track
read the
so many
thing.
points. Yeah.
Now you know everything.
How many bits are the phones now?
32-bit.
And they go on a
So this is-
64. Oh, big fucking wall.
So computers have been trying to get the 64-bit for years, and it's taken them years and years to get there. Windows
years.
8 for years. So the phone that is now 64-bit is the most powerful phone, not comparable to any other manufacturer.
Yeah, was it like
And then-
Superphone?
Yeah, what do
Yeah,
you
like
do with it that's so
going.
powerful? What's
So
it do?
think about the potential of it.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have
okay.
the power of a desktop on your phone.
And what is that going to
it's
do
not the
for
power of a desktop.
What is that going to do for me?
Bullshit.
What is that going to do for me that my phone doesn't do now?
Exactly. Is he going to get my container of coffee? Is it going to help those aches and pains?
Everything's
So
going to
the
move a bit
future
quicker.
is
Yeah.
you-
Yeah?
the future is you can dock your phone and have your desktop in your pocket. Basically.
Yuck.
Yeah, dock your
with my
phone.
phone.
How about how much memory is going to be on
That's
it?
the pre.
Are they going to fucking jerk us off of the memory? Oh, look, here's 3 megabytes.
Yeah.
Take a picture of a hat. That's your whole memory.
Same memory you've always had.
16, 32, or 64
not
gigs.
enough.
What does this have to
Why
do
do
with
we need
China?
memory?
64
Have a
gigs is
cloud.
not enough
deal.
on your phone?
The China
No.
deal.
I like lots of stuff on my
Memory when
phone.
you
Just
have the
put it on the
cloud.
cloud.
Fuck the cloud. I don't fuck with the
Oh,
dog shit
shit.
cloud.
You don't
Any
like
of those?
the cloud.
No, because they deleted. What was the one before that? Before the fucking faggot cloud was the one.
It was .Mac.
Yeah, no, there was. What was it called?
Me.
Oh,
Yeah, me,
yeah,
fucking
.me, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It stunk. I lost months worth of phone numbers because it would fucking all of a sudden I'd pick my phone up, there'd be no numbers on it.
What?
Oh, it must have sent it to Magic Place. Oh, we're having problems. Fuck that. I don't belong to that .cloud shit.
No, you don't like that?
Fuck you.
Cloud.
Fuck you. Oh, it's in the cloud. It fucking
Who hates
loses stuff.
clouds?
I hate
Everyone
clouds.
loves
Same guy who
cloud.
didn't
Fluffy and
Google Maps
nice.
was around. until a year
Everyone
ago.
loves the cloud.
No, but I was losing information on that, and that's why they shit canned it. It wasn't good.
It was not a good product. No, Steve Jobs admitted that.
So you said that they don't put out fucking
But
bad
then
products.
they improved it.
Yeah, good for them. And I still hear people losing their shit.
Right. The reason they came out with the gold phone is because China loves gold.
They
You know
do?
one thing.
Yes, it's very
this-
lucky in China.
Is this all part of the China deal?
The China deal's coming. I'm
I gotta
telling
piss.
you.
These
Getting on
9/11
this now.
survivor kids are growing up really pretty.
Wow, yeah.
I gotta say, they're reading off the names. I gather.
my God.
And this is like
Are you crazy?
This is like the 3rd chick I've seen that's fucking hot.
Well, that's going to be any family. They're just leaving the ugly ones out. That's like what they
Is
do
that
at
what
every
they do?
event. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
She's gorgeous, actually, this one. Wow.
Oh, man, she needs a
She's a
shoulder to
looker.
cry on, right? she
boy.
is pretty.
Anthony.
She's got a guy right there.
Another thing-
She does.
Patrick, I
12
think-
years, no one
Another thing
cares
on the
anymore.
cloud.
Patrick, I think
Fucking
we're over
assholes.
the iOS 7 thing.
Yeah.
What are
Gonna
you
hold
doing?
yourself, Patrick.
He's got one more.
Talked
What do
about
you-
that hours ago.
What do you have, iOS7.com, and you're
Hey,
pushing it?
Listen to this. So the reason you enjoy your tablet
Listen
so
to
much,
this. No.
No, I want to know why I enjoy my tablet.
No, we would love to listen to
I
this,
play
but we're the
words
ones
with
that have to
friends.
talk.
Right. It's our show.
Why do I enjoy my tablet so much?
because it's connected to the cloud. And if it weren't for cloud, you wouldn't have any of your streaming content. So you have to embrace that.
So he just said, "Go fuck yourself."
No, but
Jimmy,
you know
in
what?
so many words.
How about this? Maybe he's right, but I was on the fucking plane last night, and the Wi-Fi was
Braggart.
awful. And I do think of Louis' bit about, well, you're in a chair in the
Yeah.
sky. But you know what? I'm over that. I'm in a chair in the sky. Now, how about I fucking get connected
Some
to the rest of the
Wi-Fi.
world?
Look at this fucking blonde.
Jesus,
oh my
dude.
God. I'm seeing some of the hottest girls reading off these fucking names. This is crazy.
Holy.
Look at her. She's beautiful.
She really is beautiful.
She's lovely.
Damn. What happened?
She's 12.
No.
All right, iOS 7 guy, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Love your show.
Yeah.
Look at Putin. He looks like a Bond villain.
Yeah,
He really does.
Have you seen him running around with no shirt on and hunting animals?
All the time.
Yeah.
He fucking with his bare hands.
Yeah.
He's riding horses. He rides a horse without a shirt on like he's fucking Fabio.
There's a leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure he's the villain in the next 4 Tom Cruise movies. You know, keeping it topical, right, guys?
Of course.